Hello, it's the SparkleDart again. You know what I always thought was kind of funny was those Twilight movies that came out like last decade, long time ago, long time ago. Let's forget about them. They came out, and I'm like, you know what? These movies, sure, they're kind of ridiculous. Okay, yeah, they're kind of ridiculous movies. I don't think that you should take them seriously. I know a lot of people did. And you know that's your own prerogative, and it's okay if you like a movie. If you don't like a movie, that's fine too. But honestly, the only real problem that I have with Twilight movies was the actors that they casted in there. Now, here's my opinion: they should have, instead of casting Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson, they should have casted Helena Bonham Carter and what's his name? The guy from Borat. Oh, why can't I think of his name? Helena Bonham Carter and Sacha Baron Cohen. That's his name. Sacha Baron Cohen. He's a good guy. He's a good actor. He plays his roles very well. I think he was in Sweeney Todd, and so was Helena Bonham Carter, and it was also both in Les Miserables as the Thénardiers, which are my favorite characters from that play, that movie, that book. They had a song. It was a good song. Go watch it. Alright, I'm going to tell you what it's called. You have to watch the movie first. You can't just know the song and not watch the movie. You can't do that. That's inappropriate. That's totes inappropriate. You can't, it's like, Jesus. I'm such a moron. I'm such a fucking, okay. Whatever, moving on. We're, okay. So, the Twilight movies, you know, they had some flaws here and there. They had some very bad acting, I guess you could say. They had very emotional moments that just kind of came off as silly and kind of stupid. I mean, not to say that, you know, people like those movies. It's fine that you like those movies. But there were some moments in there that were really fucking stupid. Like when she was sitting in a chair and she was like, the camera scrolled around her for like 2 circles, and then it was like fall, and then it was winter, and then spring, and it was summer. It was implying that she was sitting there sad for like a whole year. That is melodramatic. That is ridiculous. You can't do that. You have to go out and be a real person. You can't be so obsessed with one person that you just can't get over them and make a big fucking deal about it. Her mom should have like smacked some sense into her. Like, daughter, you gotta get out of the house. Go out to a bar, meet a nice guy. I'm not, you know, I'm your mother and I'm just looking out for your best interest, but maybe you just get laid, you know, that's all you gotta do. I'm your mom, and I know best because I was your age one time, and I know that it's just a passing fling. You can't let it control your life. Your behavior like this, it's ridiculous. Your dad really wants you to move out because he doesn't like looking at you sitting in that chair anymore. It's like, what are you doing, you know? I broke up with the guy one time, and he was, this is the mom still saying this. I broke up with a guy one time, and I was over him in like fucking like a week, and then I never thought about him again until now. So thank you for bringing that up. And I'm gonna go cry. I'm gonna make those same memories because what happened there was that is there still a thing? Did I get the things? Okay, that's nice. Thank you for the things. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Because what happens is, you know, you get attached to a person and you're afraid of losing that person and the commitment that you have with them. But here's the thing, and I think that this is true. I think people stay together because they're afraid to break up, and they have to like go find another person. And that even is ridiculous too, because honestly, I don't think you should. I don't think you should strive to be with a person. I think if you meet a person and you like them, then you should like be with them. But if you are out actively looking for a person to be with, that's where you're wrong. You have to understand that you can't forge love. You have to just let it happen naturally. You know what I mean? Like you can't just go out of your way to find a person that maybe you kind of get along with, as opposed to somebody that you could totally see yourself being with forever. But now you're with this other person that you met on the Tinder website or cupidsfriend.com. By the way, that's free publicity for you guys. You should give me some advertising money for that. I didn't have to plug you guys, but I did. So thank me, please. Thank me now or later, whatever. Now or later, that's a good candy too. And yeah, you know, just be happy with what you got. That's all you gotta do, is just be a happy boy with a happy smile and a happy hand and a happy heart. And halfway through that sentence, I stopped really paying attention to what I was saying. So if that doesn't make sense to you, then that's probably why. Because I don't often pay attention to the things that I say. I am an insane criminal, and I will always be an insane criminal. But I think I'm a pretty nice guy. You know, that's what it's all about. It's just being nice. You know, it doesn't matter if you're insane or not. If you're nice, then you're nice. You know, that's all really all you gotta do is just put on a smile. Put on a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is what? My name is Chicka Chicka Slim Shady," and then you'll know all about that. Because, you know, music, it's the art imitates life, and music is a form of art, I believe. So music imitates life, and that's exactly what I was going for. So I should just like sing songs the whole time, like that song from Bye Bye Birdie. The Army's got you now. Bye Bye Birdie. You ever see that movie? That was a good movie. Bye Bye Birdie. It's like the main character is like an Elvis analog. He looks like Elvis and he talks like Elvis, and he's basically just Elvis, but he's got a different name, probably Birdie Sanchez or something so similar to that. I don't know. I don't remember. I saw the movie a long time ago, and I didn't really care for it that much because I don't really like watching old movies. Like if you're like Cary Grant or Aubrey Hepburn, then you can watch old movies. They're still good. They hold up today. You can watch Casablanca or Queen of the Nile. Is that the movie? Queen of African Queen, is that what it was? It was a movie about a boat, and it wasn't Titanic. There's two movies about boats. It was the one that wasn't Titanic. All right, so you got it. You can figure it out. Go on IMDb.com. You can look it up, and you'll understand. You'll understand right away. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I promise I'm not crazy. I promise. I mean, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have to make that promise, but honestly, if you don't believe me, then that's all I can do. I can only stretch to make you try to believe me, but I have so little credibility. That's you got to have credibility. You go to a job interview and you're like, I'm incredible, and they'll be like, wow, that's amazing. You're incredible. I do believe you, but you're like, no, I'm incredible. And they're like, what do you mean? Well, I'm incredible. I am not credible. I'm not a credible person. And they're like, oh, I see. Well, maybe we won't hire you because we want somebody who can, take care of this paperwork that we have. That's what the job is that we're hiring for, is to do paperwork. And if you can't be trusted to do this paperwork, then we're not going to hire you at this accounting firm. We're not going to hire you and make it known that we're not going to call you back, is basically the gist of what I'm trying to say. I don't want to hurt your feelings, nothing, but you understand. We're trying to run a legitimate business here, and we can't have loose cannons on the edge. We can't have rogue accountants. That doesn't bode well for us. And so, thank you for applying and taking the time to come in here and talk to me. But honestly, I don't have a job for you. And if you really want a job, I can recommend that you go check out Cooper and Fillmore down the street. It's a law firm, and maybe you can be an accountant there, but honestly, I just don't like those guys, and I'm trying to sabotage them by sending them insane people to work for the company, and I feel like that could be you. I feel like you could be that insane guy to work for the company, so please go check them out. I'll write you a letter of recommendation, or I won't, because I'm not the guy who does that, but I will have my superior do that for you. He feels the same as I do about this sort of thing, and even if you bring down the company from the inside, they're still going to pay you. So that's it's still a job. It's a legitimate job, and maybe you will do well at the job. I don't know. If you do well at the job, then I guess I'll feel bad about what I've done here. I would have shot ourselves in the foot if they're better off for having you there. But you know what? Honestly, it's all just kind of whatever for me. I don't want to. Have to be run out of business because of a decision that I made, and if it does turn out that we lose business because of it, then I'll probably get fired or I'll get demoted or something. Maybe, do people even get demoted anymore? I don't, like, I've worked at several companies over the course of the past, like, 10 years or so, that, anybody who was in, like, an upper management position never got demoted or fired. It's like the person who makes those decisions on who to promote and who to hire for jobs. They feel like they can't demote or fire anybody because it would reflect poorly on their own decision making. And if you hire somebody who's just completely incompetent at a job, and it shows, then you can't get rid of them because it just says out loud to the rest of the public's eyes and ears that maybe you don't know what you're doing. Maybe you don't know what you're talking about. You're not smarter than you thought. You're not smarter than a 5th grader. So grab a pencil and a piece of paper, and maybe you might be a redneck. I don't know. So I don't want to break your dreams or nothing, but you know, sometimes dreams are meant to be broken. I just want you to know where I stand. Another song reference that I probably got way wrong. I don't even know what the song is called. Alright, so we're gonna try and run through this one real quick. Honestly, I don't, I'm losing interest in this series real fast, I guess I should say. But, fret not. I will continue, I will finish it, and I will, So what happened before, in the past, is that I got tired of doing the series that I was doing, and, if I have to spend more than one session doing a series, then I'll lose interest in it real fast. So we gotta choose, like, short ones that don't take a lot of time to do. You know, it's all for my own sake, though. I'm a very selfish person. I don't mean to be. It's just that's who I am. That's who I've always been, and you know, just be okay with that. You know, just don't let it bother you. Don't let it bother me. We're one big happy family. I think Brawny is Disgusting the dinosaur, not the character from How I Met Your Mother. He's fine, even though I'm not really a huge Neil Patrick Harris fan. I think Neil... Oh, that goes back on what I was saying earlier. Neil Patrick Harris became more of like a joke than an actual actor. And not to say that he's a bad actor, but it's like, hey, it's Neil Patrick Harris. Or even Bill Murray's got that same thing. He was in that movie Zombieland, where he played himself. And when an actor plays themselves in a movie, if it's not anything like This Is the End, or it was Finding a Friend for the End of the World. One of those movies, that movie, I think it was This Is the End, where the movie was just a bunch of actors playing themselves in like an apocalyptic world. It's like, okay, this is, I guess, kind of funny, but I don't really think it's that funny. So, yeah, you know what I mean. You saw the movie, right? You're a bunch of nerds who watch movies. Any movie where an actor plays themselves, but that's not like the point of the movie. I don't think it's a good movie. I don't think it's a very good movie. I mean, Zombieland, it was a fine movie for what it was, but I don't really like I think zombies are super overrated. I think they're super overrated, and I think we shouldn't laugh at things like that. You got Zombieland and zombie burgers and zombie houses and zombie apartment complex. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's a thing. That's a thing. I can reference things that don't exist, and hopefully they're real, right? Okay, so anywho, if you think zombies are funny, it's like robots and ninjas and lasers and puppies and stuff. It's like I don't know. It's like, okay, so like zombie laser kitten fight, right? You could change any one of those words with any other word, and it would be like, was that what it was called? I don't really remember. So that stuff, you know, it's not really that funny. It's not. It's kind of cringe-worthy is a word that I don't like to throw around too often, because the word cringe-worthy is almost cringe-worthy. Like if you ever go on youtube.com/cringeworthy and then you see all these cringes. Oh, that was a stupid mistake that I just made. I made a stupid blunder, a John Boner, John Benjamin, Cloris Leachman. I'm just saying things. Oh no, no, it wasn't Bona. Never mind. It wasn't a Bona. Sorry, I didn't mean to Bona you to death. I don't want to Bona you to death. That would be a weird way to die, right? Being bonered to death. I can't even think of what that would mean. Okay, so obviously I'm losing steam here. I'm just trying to hurry and beat this before I have to spend too much more time doing it because I'm very impatient. I'm a very impatient man. I've got a lot to do, I've got a lot to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets, bringing that back again real fast, just for now. Just because I'm legitimately running out of things to say and I just want this to end as fast as I can, but I refuse to end it in the middle of the episode because I'm not a criminal like you. I'm not a criminal who does criminal behaviors. I don't know. I've pirated TV shows before, but how bad is that really? Like, it's not like I'm robbing a bank, it's not like I'm robbing a bank. That's the only crime that I can think of that's worth mentioning. Okay, so, you know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna end